to Watch It Played. My name is Monique.
And I'm Paula.
And today, in collaboration with Warhammer, we are going to be diving into the new Warhammer Age of Sigmar 3rd edition.
Yeah, if you've ever looked into the Warhammer hobby and thought like, ooh, I don't know, that seems like an awful lot to dive into, we've got you covered. We're going to be taking you through the tutorial battle plans that come in the Extremis box of this new edition of Age of Sigmar, and hopefully show you how approachable the Warhammer hobby can really be. So everything you're gonna see us playing with in this series of videos comes in the Extremis starter set box.
Yeah, it comes with a board to play on. There are two different armies, of course, different types of terrain. It also comes with like the dice and the rulers that you need to play with.
Yeah, it's got the core rulebook and the Extremis edition booklet that includes a lot of lore about Age of Sigmar, as well as the tutorial battle plans that we are going to be playing through in these videos.
Yeah.
One thing that I really like about it is that I feel like there's really a little something for everyone in this hobby, because you can collect, build, paint, and play with these miniatures. So for some people, they just want to collect all the different models, and some people are going to get a real kick out of just building them, and some people are going to enjoy painting them the most, and some people are just going to want to play the game with them.
Right.
Or maybe you're one of those people who wants to do all of those things. Speaking of Monique, do you have any experience with Warhammer or miniatures gaming in general?
I don't have any experience with really miniatures, actually. So this is going to be my first foray into that part of the hobby and kind of exploring that kind of gameplay. How about you?
I actually have a little experience with miniatures gaming, mostly tactical skirmish style games. For example, I've played some Warhammer Underworlds, and I have a little experience with building and painting minis.
Oh,
but this is
perfect.
actually my first time really digging into Age of Sigmar proper, so we're all going to be learning together a little bit.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
And so today we are going to be playing through Tutorial Battle Plan 1, which is called Stranded.
Stranded. Let me tell you what it's about. I'm going to read you. After being separated from their unit in the heat of battle, this Vindictor Prime finds themselves flanked by two gut rippers with no aid in sight. A whispered prayer to the God King is all this champion needs to find their strength in this dark hour. So that's the setup. In this tutorial, we're going to be learning how to charge and how to do combat in Age of Sigmar.
So if you take a look at the table over here, we are actually all set up for Battle Plan 1. And would you like to introduce your army?
Yeah, so I will be playing the Cruel Boys, and in this scenario, I have two units, and they're each made up of one gut ripper each. These are the gut rippers, and you'll see here I've actually done a little bit of prep to my minis. I've started to base them just with some like texture kind of paint here, and then I've primed them in green paint because I'm planning on doing some more painting to these later.
Nice.
But this is kind of the state that they're in at the moment.
Wonderful. And I am playing as the Stormcast Eternals. And so for this battle plan, I only have one model, one unit, which consists of one model, and this is my Vindictor Prime. So this is a champion unit, which we will be discussing in a second.
And you'll see here, Monique, you've just built your model.
That's right. I haven't painted or primed mine at all. This is just built, and now it's ready to play, essentially.
Yeah. So if you're feeling unsure about like, oh no, I have to build and paint, and then I can play, you don't have to. They're ready. Just build it and get it to the table and have a good time with it. And then if you decide you want to be painting them, you can always do that later.
Great, so now that we've met everyone, the object of this battle plan is to completely eliminate your opponent's models.
Fight to the death.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's begin.
So in this scenario, the gut rippers, who are the Cruel Boys, will go first. And for the setup for this, we have our Vindictor Prime in the middle, and then the battle plan tells us to put each of our gut rippers 6 inches away from the Vindictor Prime. The first thing we're going to do is the charge phase. And to charge, you have to be within 12 inches of the enemy model you want to charge, but at least 3 inches away from all other enemies. Well, we're set up like that now because we're 6 inches away. So first I'm going to charge with this unit right here. And to charge, I'm going to roll 2 dice. And then the 2 numbers that show up on the dice will tell me the number of inches I'm allowed to move. Now I'm 6 inches away, and to have a successful charge, you need to end up within ½ an inch of the model that you're charging.
Right.
If I roll lower than the amount that will actually get me within that ½ an inch, I can't charge at all. So I need to roll at least 6 on these 2 dice to be able to charge.
Good
Does that
luck.
make sense, Monique?
Yes.
Good. Okay, let's see what happens.
Hopefully.
Just 6. I just did it. Okay, so I'm now going to measure 6 inches, which we know because of setup that they're just 6 inches away from each other. And I'm going to move this gut ripper in. That's
Charge.
6 inches, charging in, going. And they are definitely within half an inch there. Now, I also get to charge with my other unit. So I'm going to do the same thing, roll 2 dice, and hope to get at least a 6 to be able to complete my charge move.
Hopefully not. Let's see.
Oh my gosh!
Perfect.
So this is 2, and 2 inches is not enough to get this gut ripper within half an inch of the Vindictor Prime. So they can't move. They're just there.
Yes.
That's not ideal. So they stay. Cool.
Well,
good charge phase.
Well, you have 1. So there's one.
I have 1.
There's a little bit of action over here,
Yes.
which is good.
So now after the charge phase, we'll go into the combat phase. We'll both get a chance to do an attack with any of our friendly units who are within melee range of an enemy unit. It's my turn, so I will go first. So the first thing you're going to do is pick the unit that you're going to attack with. I only have 1 unit in melee range. It's this gut ripper, because that one... Like, I don't know, he rolled his ankle or something.
Poor gut ripper.
And then the next thing you're going to do is pile in. To pile in, you need to be within 3 inches of the model that you're attacking, and you need to finish your move no further away from that enemy unit than you started. It's just a way when you have more figures on the board to kind of rearrange them so they can get into better melee range. Right now, I'm pretty close. I'm just going to make sure their bases are touching, so that's going to be kind of my pile in movement for this unit here. And then I can do my attack. So I'm going to look at my war scroll for the gut rippers, and I get 2 attacks with my wicked sticker.
Hey.
Which means I will roll 2 dice, and I have to roll a 4 or better to hit.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
There you go. There's your 2 dice, right?
There's my snake eyes. Yep, there's mine. So 4s or better. Okay, that's 1 hit. So I get 1 hit. Now we have to see if this hit is actually going to wound you. So I'll remove this die that didn't hit.
Okay.
And I'll roll this one to see, again, I need a 4 or better to wound.
Okay. No wound.
No wound.
We made a hit, but no wound. It was
No
just
wound.
maybe a little
It
graze.
bounced off of the shield. So normally during this phase now, your Vindictor Prime would roll a save to see if they actually take the wound, but you don't need to do that because
there
I
was no
didn't wound.
Ah, okay. That's great for me.
Good. Now you get to attack me.
So I get to attack. Okay, so, and because my Vindictor is a Vindictor Prime, it is a champion model, which means I get to add 1 to my attack characteristic, meaning I get to roll 3 dice instead of just 2.
Yeah.
So that is going to increase my chances of hopefully wounding this gut ripper.
I've only got 1 hit point.
So I'm going to allocate all 3 of these dice to this one gut ripper because this one is out of range. I have to roll a 3 or higher to hit. Ready?
No.
Let's go. All right, so that's 2. That is 2 hits.
hits.
Let's see if I wound. So I'm going to roll both of these, and I have the same thing, 3 or higher to wound. Let's go. Oh,
no. Okay. So now you'll get to see a save. So I have the chance to see if I save from either of these hits.
Yes.
Now, I have a save of 5 or better. I normally have to roll a 5 or 6 to save to keep myself from taking the wound. But do you have any? Do you have anything that adjusts that?
I have a rend, which means that you have to roll a 6, if I'm not mistaken.
because your rend characteristic is -1, which means that adds 1 to the number I need to roll on my save. So I can only save with 6s right now.
Perfect score.
I have terrible dice luck.
6 only. Oh no.
Well, hey, combined they make a 6. How do you feel about
how that works?
That's
I don't,
totally
doesn't sound like that's how that works.
works.
No. So that is a wounded. You're technically wounded twice. It's out. One gut ripper down.
Sad. Goodbye, Gut Ripper. You were valiant, but
It was a nice try.
terrible at fighting. Good at running in. Terrible at fighting in that moment.
So we have one gut ripper to go. And if we are able, so now it's going to be my turn. right?
Yeah.
And so I get to do that whole process, just like you did, starting with my charge phase, which I'm going to need to do now to get closer to this Gut Rippa. So to charge, I'm going to roll 2 dice, just like Paula did, and add up those values. And so we have 7. I'm still 6 inches away from this this model, which means I can do a charge.
Yeah, you can move. That's definitely enough movement to get you within half an inch of that.
Yes, and we are going to do that right now. So I'm just gonna just get real close.
Right there.
Right there, up close and personal. I can technically pile in,
Combat
but
phase,
I'm as close as possible so we can go ahead and battle. I'm gonna, again, I get to roll 3 dice.
Oh my gosh, you're
for
just
this one figure.
Now, what's tricky here is because you're the active player, so you get to attack first, which means if you kill me now, I won't have a chance to answer with another attack.
That's the hope.
Because I was horrible during my round.
We shall see. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3 or above. Oh.
I mean, that one doesn't count. It rolled out of the dice tray, I say.
Okay, well, I will
re-roll
re-roll it.
Roll that.
Here we go. Oh, wow. You got lucky, Paula. So, well, it is still 2 hits, which means I get to roll these 2 to see if we wound.
Yeah, and what, 3 or better?
3 or better. Oh, my goodness. How did that happen?
Rippa!
Oh, no. So
I feel kind of bad about making you re-roll that one now.
No, I deserve that. It's got to roll in the dice tray. That was not a success. I do not take out this Gut Rippa, unfortunately.
There are no wounds, and I don't need to save because
you
didn't.
I didn't hit.
So now then I get to do my combat phase.
Yes.
Come on, you lone Gut Rippa, time to be a hero. So I will attack with 2 dice, and I need a 4 or better to hit.
It's pretty high.
I miss. I don't hit at all.
Okay, that's perfect.
So that ends that combat phase.
Yes. All right, so now it's back to the
It's
cool
my turn
boys.
again now, yeah. So we don't need to do a charge phase again because, again, we're toe-to-toe.
Real close.
I'm going to make that joke as many times as possible. And so I'm just going to go to combat phase. Don't need to pile in. I'm fighting with the only unit I have left, and I'm going to do my 2 attacks. Again,
Good luck.
4 or better. Thank you.
Snake eyes. Oh, wow.
Oh, 2 hits.
Oh, that's going to be really bad if you actually hit me twice.
Now I need to wound. So again, 4s or better.
Oh, no.
Okay, so now you have to try to save.
Okay.
So you will roll both those dice. So you're going to try and save against both those wounds. So if Monique saves, she won't take either of those wounds. And what is your save?
It's a 3. A 3 or better.
Okay, that's pretty
not bad.
good odds.
Yeah,
You're
that's
pretty
pretty good
strong.
odds. Here we go. Oh. Oh. We're still alive. So,
I can't believe it.
which means it's back to me. And so technically I would be able to start with a pile in, but because I'm as close as possible, I'm just going to go straight into combat.
Yeah, makes sense.
With my Vindictor Prime. So I'm going to go ahead and roll all 3 dice. Let's see if we can get rid of this last model here. Ready?
Okay.
2 hits. 2 hits. We need 2 wounds, so I'm going to need a perfect here. Let's see, 2 wound.
That's going to be 2 wounds. So I just need to roll 2 6s,
2 6s
to save. Just 2 6s.
That's it. Good luck.
Oh my gosh.
You snake eyes. No.
5 and a 3.
That'll do it.
It.
That's 2 wounds, which means the cool
Gut
boys
Rippa, the cruel boy
have been
himself,
slain.
dead.
Oh, no. The battle plan is done. The Stormcast Eternal is victorious.
You reign victorious.
Which means
Yay.
that is the end of tutorial battle plan 1.
That's right. And in this tutorial, we learned about charging and we learned about combat. So I think that means we'll be ready to take things over to Battle Plan 2 in our next video, which we hope you'll tune in for, where we are going to learn about movement, battle shock tests, and there's something else we're introducing in that tutorial.
A little bit of terrain, I think, right?
Yeah, so you can check that out on our next video in collaboration with Warhammer. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, give the video a like, and turn on your notifications so that you know when our next battle plan video is ready for you. And if you have any questions about anything you've seen here today, put it in the comments below. I bet Rodney will gladly answer them as soon as he gets a chance.
And if you're interested in watching other gameplay videos, we have our gameplay series here on this channel, as well as Paula's Table for One.
That's right. I do solo game playthroughs and you play games with Naveen.
Yes.
So until then, I guess, thanks for watching.
Bye.